Hey everybody, I'm Richard Vigorelli, and I like to write because I'm a nerd. That's what I do. This is where I went to grad school. Also, I've been watching a show on Netflix. I think you should check it out, especially if you're kind of young. It's called Beowulf. Yes, it is based on the original Nordic/Old English fable, tall tale, whatever. It's a story. Anywho, it is about a guy named Beowulf who comes to a kingdom who's being ravaged by a monster. The monster's name is Grendel. Kills Grendel, meets Grendel's mom, who's got it going on. Joke. Couldn't resist. Hello, little one. Hey. So, anyway, he also manages to vanquish Grendel's mom, or at least we're told that, only to have the town ravaged by a dragon. Oopsie doodle. Okay? And that is because Grendel's mom likes to do things, shall we say, with the up-and-coming rulers of this area. And my little kitten is trying to try my patience here. Her name is Mari. Stop that. Get down. Get down. Be good. Okay? So, now Grendel and Grendel's mom are both monsters. They are a very specific kind of villain. Remember back to my thoughts on writing villains. It's this would be the first kind. This is the villain that is... They're not exactly evil, but they really don't like you. Okay? Except for, technically speaking, Grendel is evil. Okay? And so is his mother. So, the point in the story is to show the fears that one group of people has over another group of people, okay? And this is because of when Beowulf was originally written. It was written, I believe, 8th or 9th century CE. This is when the Danes started to move into what we now call Great Britain. At the time, it was just Britannia or England, okay? And they were setting up towns and or conquering the local populace or assimilating into them. Okay? And they were bringing all their weird ideas and trying to get these poor Christian people to convert. Now, interestingly, quite a few of the Danes at this time were also Christian. But Christianity is a very, very young religion at this time. Okay? What we call Christianity didn't exist. It was kind of a different, earlier version, okay? And a lot of it was very, very dependent on superstition. So it's competing with a much stronger religion, what we now call paganism, but saying something is pagan is about as specific as saying it's a mammal. So, could you get better with that? Okay? So what the writers of Beowulf wanted to do was they wanted to paint anything of the old religion in a negative light. Because Christianity at this time is trying to 1, prove its legitimacy, 2, assert dominance, 3, gain hearts and minds, and therefore followers and or money. Okay? So, they have a very, very tricky balancing act, these Christians. And on one side, they have to prove that the religion of the new people, the old pagan religion, is just as is just as good, but not as good as Christianity, and everything that the pagans currently believe is very, very fine, They'll still get to have that, it's just with Christian trappings now. Okay? While at the same time, they are trying to demonstrate that all of the old stuff is evil, and if you are friend to it, you're also evil. But cool at the same time. It was a really, really weird time. Okay? So, what happened? Well, we're still talking about Beowulf, and as I record this, it's towards the end of 2020, so there's that. And obviously Christianity took well root in Europe, and for the most part everybody was Christian, with a few other religions running around here and there. Okay? So, the point is, when you are writing a monster, you need to decide what that monster actually represents. Are you making a political statement? Are you making a religious statement? Are you making a sociological statement? And how veiled do you want that statement to be? Something that is blatant, like naming your monster after an internet meme or a political term. What are they trying to say here, I wonder? Duh. Okay? Versus giving it something that is very tongue-in-cheek, that is fairly well veiled, that is very, very on the face. You wouldn't realize it unless you actually dug a little bit deeper, looked at some of the deeper themes and motifs in the story and said, oh, this is what they're trying to say. Okay, they don't like these people. Okay? That being said, whenever you were pushing political agenda, and this is for you modern writers, you know who I'm talking to, get a little bit more creativity with it. Don't make it so obvious. Maybe you'll win some hearts and minds and the story will actually be good. All I'm saying. Okay? You know, give some moral ambiguity there. Allow the reader to take a side and let them decide whether or not they want to side with the hero or the villain. Make them both have good points. Okay? And that goes for the monsters as well. Whenever I watch Jaws, I actually root for the shark. I know he's not going to win, but I root for the shark because the humans are idiots. Okay? Same thing when I watch Jurassic Park. I root for the monsters. Okay? Because it's fun to do that. Yes, I know I'm supposed to root for the humans. I'm not going to, because the humans done messed up. Okay? And when you're writing a monster, you need to give that sort of ambiguity to it so that rooting for the monster is actually fun. Okay? Even if you know the monster is inherently not going to win because morality aspects. Okay? What else? For it to be a proper monster, it also needs to be somewhat grotesque for the culture you are writing for. Consider the Oni and various other spiritual creatures from Japan. Those are some weird things. You got bird people with giant noses. Stop that. Kitten. And you've got others that are part spider and various other things. Look at the monsters from Greek mythology. You have a woman with snakes coming out of her hair and bat wings and all this stuff. You've got a creature with 100 hands and 100 eyes. And you've also got a snake that can turn you to stone by looking at you. And all this weird stuff. It is... That is enough. Stop it. She wants attention. So I gotta finish this up. Okay? So, if you understand the culture that you are writing your monster in, then your monster becomes very memorable, very scary, very fun, and it will become part of that culture. Okay? Well, that's about all I've got to say about that. Oh, and I've got a new website since I'm signing off here, so feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, feel free to share. And also feel free to drop by my website at vimandvigorelli.com. It'll be in the description. So we'll see you then, guys. Okay? Happy writing. Bye-bye.